Hi, everybody. This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you all from downtown Manila in the Philippines. And I've got an awesome guest on the show. He's got a bit of a history, this man. That's it, quite unusual. But let me introduce him to you. With his bio here, we have with us today, we're almost blessed by royalty. We have 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐫𝐬 the fourth, and he'll tell you all about that shortly. He's a founder and owner of a company called Globmer Productions. It's a video production company. He's been doing this for a long time now. He's been doing this since he could walk almost, but he's doing it pretty much full time for the last 4 years. Brief description, he's got a video production, is focused mostly on short-term content, YouTube shorts, Instagram reels, etc., but also other content such as long-form videos, live streams, podcasts, and everything in between. So if you want to know a bit more about, and you've got to get yourself out there, guys, this is the man to help you do it. Reach out, have a cup of coffee. Costs you nothing to have a coffee with him. He's always up for a chat, and he can show you some of his previous work and show you how he can help you. This 2025, guys, is all about video, all right? So don't forget that. Key achievements, top short, 66,000 views, over half a million views on my content since 2023, 600 plus subscribers and still growing client-wise, and seeing an uptake in inbound leads. His personal motto, which I love, is lead me, follow me, or get the hell out of my way. Isn't that the case, guys? I tell people, move, you're not a tree, right? Interesting fact about himself, he's born in Prague, Czech Republic, and he'll tell you more about that as well. It's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage Mr. 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐫𝐬 the fourth. How are you, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm going good. Let's get this show underway because I know you're a busy man. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path. How did it all begin?
Well, it all started basically in 21 when I came to the United States from the Czech Republic. I moved here permanently in January of 2021, and at first I was placed into an English as a second language class because they didn't know my background, but I came from another country, so they needed to put me there. And then after a couple of weeks, I just I did an English proficiency test. They got me out of there, and then they gave me some options for other classes. And so one of them was called Adobe Video Design Honors, and I was like,
Wow.
sounds interesting. I wanted to develop that skill, so I decided, hey, I'll take that, and went really well actually. I had a great mentor, teacher that she worked at pretty big news company in Raleigh, and she had all the tricks, knew everything, and mentored really well. So I took another semester, a different class, but another semester with her, still video related. And then the semester after that, which was my second semester junior year, I created my YouTube channel, which is Globmer Productions, same name as my business. And yeah, then I started at first. It started off as mostly just promotional videos for my dad, and he does websites, so it was just mostly for him. Then some animated videos from Canva about video marketing and whatnot. And then fast forward about a year, in March of 2023, we started doing daily YouTube shorts. At first, my dad started doing them because I was really, I would say, stage fright. I was pretty scared of being on camera, and I didn't like to listen to myself, or see myself when I was editing myself. It was just, I don't know, it felt unnatural. But then after he did like 20 of them, he was like, you know what, you try it out, because I had a pretty cool story of how ChatGPT hallucinated on me. So I
Oh,
just decided to talk about it on camera. And it was really sloppy. I remember it. It's still on YouTube. It's not deleted. It's still on there. You can watch it right now. You can scroll down. And it's called, yeah, my experience of ChatGPT hallucinating. And I'm talking there just very in one monotone of on the uhs and ahs and everything. I did not edit that out. Barely any edits, whatever. And it still got my dad was getting 200 views per short about that, and
wow.
that one got 500 views, over 500 views. So I was like, oh, cool. So from then on, it was my domain, and I was pretty consistent with it up until May of 2024, so about a year and 2 months. and during that time, I created about 370 shorts.
Wow.
Still going, but I'm not as consistent with it. I'm not doing it every day anymore. But now I'm at number 401. I released a couple days ago. So there's
Pretty,
that. So that's my journey so far.
pretty cool. Tell us about the fourth generation story very quickly.
Fourth generation story. Well, there's not too much backstory. I mean, I know, my great grandfather was Karel. Then
Yeah.
he named his son Karel.
Yeah.
He named my dad Karel, and then my dad just decided to keep the uh name going. So he just, was like, yeah, you'll be Karel Mergel the fourth.
When you get a bit older, will it be a Corral the fifth?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And
Fantastic.
and by the way, it's almost in the family, it's almost guaranteed that from the male side of the family,
Yes.
there hasn't been a daughter for like 10 generations.
Wow.
So so yeah, so I'm pretty destined to have a son or a couple. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely one of them will be named Karel.
Fantastic. You might do five and six. Anyway, moving on. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work and how have you overcome that?
Challenging aspect of my work. Oh, there has been a couple. I already mentioned one. I already touched on
Yeah.
um being stiff on camera, right? It's
Yeah.
you have to it started off with me. How I kind of got into how I kind of broke myself in was every time before I started recording a video, I would do this, right? You
Yeah.
stretch the jaw because then you have more natural
Right.
jaw movement. Then you have the grin, the whatever, like facial
Oh, yeah.
expressions. So you got to do that, and then you also have to practice like you have to practice
Yeah.
not being monotone. So
Yeah.
like when you say a sentence, you start off high, you end off low. Maybe after that you start off high again, or but it can't be like that. It also can't be that. It has to be changing.
Yeah. Moving
So
like
because
a
it
tree.
that attracts attention.
Always be moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tell me, what's the important part, a moment in your career that changed your direction in which you're going? You're only a young fella, but what's been important so far that's changed your direction a bit?
Just change of direction. Okay, where should I start? So, eh, I had up until November of last year, 2024, a couple months ago, I had um I'm a perfectionist,
Yeah.
and also that combined itself with imposter syndrome because I made videos and they uh got a couple thousand views each and stuff like that, and many of them actually got more than 1,000 views. So I was like, cool, people are watching it, but I never really truly believed that the videos were good, right? Because
Yes.
it was always just like, no, this it's not good, it's not enough, and whatever. And even when I showed it to my friends or family members or whatever, even close friends, and I showed it to them, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's nice, it's cool." I was like, I didn't believe them.
Right.
I did not believe them one bit because I didn't believe in myself. But then, in mid-November, I got my own first video client. Like that just came from my own work, not my dad, obviously, because I was back then. But yeah, he was my first official client, just mine. And uh, once I got done with his work in about mid-December, he said, "Hey, he really appreciated everything. He liked my work. He even wrote me a testimonial." And I
Awesome.
was like, wow, okay, so somebody is out there who actually likes my work. So that kind of shifted my viewpoint way more,
Yes.
and it helped break down the barriers of that imposter syndrome. And so I decided, I need profit, need everything like that. So I'll just go all in and see where it goes.
Fair enough. In your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that have helped contribute to your success?
Equalities of like schooling, like education.
No, in general, your own skills. What do you believe? One of them obviously is your determination.
Oh, skill.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
skills. Yeah, it's my
Hmm.
Australian accent.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Well, most important. Yeah, that's tough. There's a lot of skill. I mean, I'm still learning, okay?
Yeah, we
I'm
all
not
are. Yep.
the one to skills and all that. You know, I have a great mentor. It's my dad. He's owned a couple of good businesses, and I'm still learning from him, and he's teaching me. So hit, skills. Still trying to look for it.
Yeah, no, but you're a very determined young man, and you turn up. You're prepared to do what it takes. You know, you've got your school, you've got your work, you've got systems, and you know you know what you got to do, and you
Yeah,
get in there and do it.
if being consistent
Yeah,
and hardworking and stuff like that, if those are skills, then I'd consider those like
yeah,
really important skills.
yeah. They come natural to you, but for some others they don't. You know, it's just about being authentic and turning up is the main one. And tell
Yeah.
me, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field? What's your secret there?
Well, I stay motivated by looking into my bank account.
Yeah, I say we need to
That's
eat,
my motivation.
need
That's
to eat and pay the rent, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. So that's always driving me, and I look in there, I'm like, ooh, yeah. So you gotta always just that's when you start. That's what when I start reaching out and everything and start engaging, make myself more visible because um, who doesn't need money?
Yeah, correct. Well, it's what makes the world go around. Tell us about a
Yeah.
recent project or an achievement you're particularly proud of.
Ooh, another good one. These are good questions. So, um, I would say I'm proud of mm, doing the casual chats with people that I have been doing. I've been reaching out to people
Yeah,
consistently over the past month and a something, like ever
yeah.
since the beginning of January. I've just reached out to as many people as I could inside my LinkedIn network mostly, and reached out for them to, like, hey, come meet with me, casual chat, coffee chat, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, that's right.
Not really too many sales, just two humans connecting,
Absolutely.
deeper beyond the number.
Lot of fun, isn't it?
It is, and not only is it fun because you get to learn a lot of stories, a lot of skills, a
Yeah,
lot of everything, but you also, or especially me, at least at 19, I still soak up the knowledge, right? And
correct.
that's the most value I can probably get from these meetings. So
Yeah.
they're not even really they're casual, sure, but they're not really free. They actually bring me value, not monetary, not sometimes not monetary value, but
I
they
know what
actually
you
bring
mean.
me value.
Yeah, yeah, they add to your knowledge. They're memorable because I do the same with these podcasts. I've met people from you from 19 to 83. So, and everything in between. And every
Wow.
man and woman's got a story, and you learn from each and every one of them. And that's pretty awesome. I've had five guests today, and they've all been like yourself. They've all been awesome and adding value to my life, which is great. Um, Tell me, what advice would you give someone, not too many of them, but younger than you, who was on the way up? What advice would you try and give them? What would you tell them?
Get settled in your field and whatever it is you're doing. Uh, I'll put it in an example. If you're on LinkedIn and are trying to grow on LinkedIn, for example, you have to show up. You have to engage with people. You have to be
Correct.
visible. You have to be out there. You have to post. You have to do everything. If you don't communicate with people, because some people are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get my LinkedIn profile and then I'm gonna connect with people. I'm gonna post and stuff." But the connection, the engagement, and then the casual chats, for example, beyond
Yeah,
LinkedIn, that's the crux.
I agree. And if you can't or won't do it, get a VA to do it for you guys. We've got a wonderful team of VAs, and we can reach out to say 100 people a week for you, 20 a day. Just reaching out to 20 people a day. If it's 100 a week, imagine that, guys. That's 5,000 people a year that you can connect with just by using a VA. Because if you're busy doing what you're doing, let us do it for you. But the value is there. The other thing I want to add to that too, get a mentor. Um, what Karel's done here, he's got a mentor. He's got his dad. Now, his dad's a businessman who's very successful, and he can pass that knowledge on, and Karel can pick up the parts he wants to pick up, and they can learn from each other, right? Which is awesome. Right. Tell me, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future? Looking pretty bright for you. What's your goals and aspirations?
Yeah, I mean, I set those pretty much when I started doing LinkedIn extensively, and my goal was to just build a brand around being young. And not there's not a lot of young people on LinkedIn. That's what I've noticed, and that's what one of
Pretty,
my
pretty
first
cool.
posts. Yeah, when I was back, that's what one of my first posts was, that I'm not really out here. A lot of people on here, so I just decided to make that an original point in my brand, especially on LinkedIn. So that's what my banner is all about. That's what my tagline is all about. And
Great one.
through that, I wish to just, sorry, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll
Yeah,
find.
through that, I wish to,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. Yeah, and through that, I wish to, just attract people to my opinions, like, because many I know now, many older people value input from younger people, and like to see the world, or how the professional world, or how it looks to them or something, like through a younger person's eyes. So that's what I'm basically doing on there, and through that, I would like to attract, hopefully. I set myself a goal in 6 months. So in like June or July, I would like to have uh, between 10 to 20,000 followers. The higher, the better, of course. But
Yeah, sure.
uh, see how that goes. But it's been growing good so far, and yeah, more and more followers actually is what I noticed too. So I'm
Yeah.
happy about that.
The other thing I'd suggest to people out there, apart from LinkedIn, guys, there's all different platforms. The more platforms you're on, the more traction you'll get. I suggest to people, get yourself a Facebook group, guys, because your tribe is there. That becomes your tribe, and you can relate to your tribe. So get a Facebook group as well. But LinkedIn's an awesome platform, and you're doing a wonderful job. You're certainly not your typical 19-year-old. They haven't got what you've got. Believe me. Tell me, what's the best way for people to reach out? People watching this or listening to this show, what's the best way to reach out and find out more about you, please?
So I have several social media channels, such as YouTube. I have Twitter, where I mostly post my videos as well. But YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my main platform currently, especially for sales and stuff and communicating, is LinkedIn.
Awesome.
Or yeah, or my email. I mean, I don't use that too much, but yeah.
Yeah, we're going to put all your socials. You're the fourth, so there won't be many of you. We're going to put all your socials across all the social media platforms, about 14 different ones, with all your social media links, and make you even more famous than what you already are. Your dad will be even more proud of you. Before we wrap it up, tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people don't know.
Hmm, a good one. Oh, thing is, I have a lot to say about myself. Mm. And at times, actually, I was introducing myself, my complete history, to somebody. I literally spoke with them for 6 hours straight. So to
Wow,
pick one fun fact, yeah. So to pick one fun fact about that,
you're like me. You can talk under.
uh, jeez, it's a good one, really good one. I don't know. A good fun fact is that I played a lot of different sports, from hockey, canoe polo, mountain biking. Also did what's a couple other ones? So swimming.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, and one more that eludes me now. But yeah, I'm a pretty. Oh yeah, tennis. There you go. I'm pretty well rounded in sports. So
Yeah. All right. You've been a wonderful guest. And guys, if you want to come on Stars on Spotlight, sadly, you've missed your opportunity. But guess what? Here's the good news. There's another segment coming up next month, and it's called 15 Minutes of Fame, right? Where we can make you famous all over the internet. So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and learn a bit about people like his inspiration. This young boy, he goes out and he has a go. He seemed to use every time I spoke to him. He seems to be using up every minute of the day. He's like action man. He's always taking action, and don't try to be like him. Don't try to be perfect, guys. And in the middle of this, by the way, you'll notice there's a few glitches. Now, we'll have a look at it. If it's good enough, we'll put it up. If not, we'll do a new one. But thanks for being on the show today, Karel.
yep, thank you very much, and I appreciate it. You letting me on, and yeah, subscribe to his channel. He's a great guy.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
that.